So as you guys may know, Season 2 for Call of Duty Cold War has officially dropped. And with the release of that, we actually get a new zombies game mode called Outbreak. Now this is just a limited time mode, but I've had about 3 or 4 hours to play on it, and you'll see my first 2 attempts on it. They were not too pretty. My first attempt actually got a little farther, but anyways guys, I'm going to give you guys my review on it as of right now. So as of right now, first starting the game, I really enjoy it. I've played on 2 separate areas. I don't really I didn't go past any high rounds because I want to kind of save it for a stream, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of a look into what I could be expecting for tomorrow when I do stream it. But one of my biggest things that I like about this is that it is open world, but it is still contained in its own little area. So as you guys saw, you just saw the map. Even though the map didn't look too terribly big, it does take quite a while to run from one spot to another. So utilizing the vehicles is actually a good idea. Even though they don't seem like they're zombie affiliated vehicles, just seem weird in zombies, but in this it actually kind of works. So one of my biggest points about this is that I like how everything's not just together. There's a separate building that has Pack-a-Punch, there's a separate building that has the Wonder Fizz machine, and as you guys can see here, there's actually jump pads so you can get from one side of the map to the other. I didn't know how to use the jump pads, so I actually ended up dying. This is my only time using them, but they are very beneficial if you know what you are doing. Because as you can see here, I buy it and then I don't really think about it. I didn't realize you needed a parachute, so I end up dying here. But the one thing that I find very interesting about this game mode is that you are actually given, well, you get your revive. At least on solo you get a revive, which is nice, but I feel like what they could do, instead of giving you, like, doing the self-revives, I think what they could do is they could just give you 3 lives, because in reality you could just keep buying yourself self-revives, which makes it pretty easy. But moving on from that point, I also want to talk about the challenges that you can do. So, as I have mentioned earlier, you had, like, if you saw the dragon. The dragon is one of the challenges you can do. You can actually get loot boxes from it, and in the second game you'll actually see this one where there's a storm, and you're able to kill, I think, manglers and things like that that are going to be in there, which is a nice little touch. It's a little challenging, especially on solo. Maybe if you had more players it'd be a little easier, but I think it was a good challenge. Even though this is only the beginning difficulty, I still find it to be a good challenge. The next thing I want to talk about is I actually find this zombies to be decently scary, which, I mean, it's not like I'm terrified to play this, but I am a little nervous whenever I walk into buildings, because even though you do have the minimap and it does ping the zombies, I still find it a little nerve-wracking when they just burst through a door, because instead of opening doors, they just break right through them, and it's kind of terrifying when they just break right through. I don't have any gameplay of it happening to me, but it was probably one of the scariest experiences I've had. One thing that I've noticed, and this is just released less than 3 hours, so there's still going to be some bugs, things like that. And this is only a limited time mode, so I didn't expect them to spend a ton of time on it. But what would be nice is if they would do something like this, and then go on and create even more of these, and just add on new maps and call it limited time, where those specific maps are limited time, and then they're just put in a specific rotation. That'd be a good idea, so that way they can keep some maps and also add new ones. Because I think Outbreak is a very great idea for Call of Duty, just in the sense that it is new, it is something that we can enjoy, and it's not a carbon copy of the old Zombies formula, which we've all grown to know and love. But a lot of people don't like change. That's why I'm glad there's still old zombies, or classical zombies modes like Firebase Z and D Machine. But there's also something like this, which is new. And I'm glad that they kind of mixed it up to where, like, the crystals, the newer crystals that you use to get your tier 4 and tier 5 things, I enjoy that you can do Outbreak or you can do classical zombies. So that way they're not forcing you to play Outbreak, because Outbreak will only be in the game for a certain amount of time because it is an LTM. Anyways, I think they do a great job in this at giving you freedom without giving you complete control. So if it was a complete open world like they said it was, it would be really hard for them to get you to go where they want you to go. They do allow you to go to the specific objective, which would be like doing the head scan or something like that. I'm just going to use the one that I got to do, because I know there's multiple ones, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So, like the head scan, I got to do the head scan. It tells you what to do, and they also have the main mission objectives. Takes a little longer than the side ones. Like the side one, as you saw with the dragon, it probably took me about a minute to do that one, And then there's another one coming up where I actually die, so I don't know how long it takes, but I think I was close to beating it. But I think those ones do a really good job because you don't necessarily have to do those ones. They just give you better weapons. They can give you pack-a-punch stuff. They can give you armor, things like that. And obviously, as you get to higher levels, you'll probably get better loot. So for me, I think the highest thing I got was a blue weapon. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about the new everything that's kind of new with this. But going back to the perk system and everything like that, I enjoy that they're still keeping all the classical things in here, like all the perks and things like that. But I'm also a little concerned because I feel like the perks might take away from it. Maybe not as much when you get to the higher rounds, but for me, I haven't been to the higher things. I'm planning on waiting till the stream, so if you guys want to watch the stream, go ahead and subscribe if you want to see that. But I just find it interesting what they're doing here. I hope they keep doing things like this. If I had to rate Outbreak, I would honestly give it, this is a very beginning opinion though, I would honestly probably rate it as a 9 out of 10, because I actually find it more fun than the normal zombies mode, just because I think the normal zombies mode in this game is a little pathetic in my opinion. I think it's too easy, and I think this brings a good challenge to it. Like, both Easter eggs are terrible, or not terrible, but are terribly easy to do. So I think this bringing in kind of quote-unquote Easter egg steps without necessarily bringing in the Easter egg to the map is a great idea. So anyways, guys, like I said, 9 out of 10 would probably be my ranking. But if you guys don't agree with me or you want to talk about it more, leave a comment down below. I will be answering you guys for the next, like, probably 4 days if you guys are commenting on it. I just wanted to get this video out because I know a lot of people are going to be doing reviews tomorrow, so I wanted to get the review out now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video.